Hello student, welcome back. This is Vasant Naik from Canara Engineering College. So in the last session of analog and digital electronics, we have studied what is ripple counter, or the other name for the ripple counter is a serial counter or asynchronous counter. In this session, we will study what is synchronous counter or parallel counter. So the first difference between synchronous and asynchronous counter is I have mentioned in my previous video, that is, in asynchronous counter all the flip-flops are not driven by single clock, but in the synchronous counter all the flip-flops are driven by single clock. You can see here all the flip-flops are driven by single clock. There is a major difference between asynchronous and synchronous. So let me repeat. In the asynchronous, let me take you to the asynchronous slide. Let me take you to the asynchronous slide. Yeah, here you can see this one I have explained in the previous class session. Here you see, like, the clock first, initially the clock will drive the first flip-flop. The output of the first, whether it is a positive output or negative output, depending on the up counter or down counter, will drive the second. The output of the second will drive the third. That means you are going to give the clock to the first. Other than that, J and K of all flip-flops are tied to VCC. But in this case, you see here, in this case here, the clocks the clock will drive all the flip-flops simultaneously, or all the flip-flops are driven by single clock here, or all the flip-flops are driven by simultaneously by the clock signal. This is the difference between the synchronous and asynchronous. Other than that, it is a 2-bit, because we are using here 2 flip-flops. It is a 2-bit. 2-bit means you know, when there are 2 bits, there are 4 combinations are there: 0 0, 0 1, 1 0, and 1 1. And this is also called as a mod 3 counter. So suppose if you use 3-bit, then there are 8 combinations are there: 0 0, 0 0 1, 0 1 0, 0 1 1, 1 0 0, 1 0 1, 1 1 0, 1 1 1. 8 combinations, 0 to 7. It counts from 0 to 7. 8 combinations will be there. So this is called as mod. This is mod 8 counter. This is called as mod 8 counter, because it counts from 0 to 7. So students, let me do a small correction here. This is a 2-bit counter, or it's called as a mod 4 counter. Actually it is mod 4. Let me rewrite this one. It is a mod 4 counter. So which counts from 0 to 3. 0 to 0, 1, 2, 3. That is 4 states are there. That's why it is called as a mod 4 counter. If you use 3 flip-flops, then there will be 8 states totally, 0 to 7. So it is called as a mod 8 counter. Now we'll see how this works exactly, how this counter will work exactly. So let me erase this one. Now, as I said, here we are using 2 flip-flops. Both are JK. So both are JK, flip-flop A and flip-flop B. So first flip-flop, both flip-flops are driven by single clock here, you can see. Other than that, J, A and K input of the first is tied to VCC. The output of the second is given to, output of the first is given to as input to the second. And we are going to take simultaneously output from this point, that is QA and QB. This is the simultaneous output. We will check simultaneous output QA and QB. Now we will see the waveform, how it works. So I will take you to the next slide. Here this is the waveform. You see students, initially we will take QA and QB output 0 0. That means initially we will take QA is 0, QB is 0. Before applying the clock, the last last state is 0 0. We assume last state is 0 0. Now next 0 0. Now here you have to observe, students, it is a negative edge triggered clock. Means during the negative edge of the clock, the output of the flip-flop will change. The output of the flip-flop will change. So during the negative edge of the clock, so let me mark here negative edge of the clock. Let me mark here, this is the negative edge of the clock, this is the negative edge of the clock, this is the negative edge of the clock. The output of the flip-flop will change. Since we are given clock simultaneous to the both flip-flops, the output of the both flip-flop will change. But output of the first will toggle from 0 to 1. Why? Because you see, the input to first flip-flop is high. When you give the clock signal, it will we know the properties of J and K, JK flip-flop, that is when J and K both are 1, output will toggle. What was the last state? Last state is 0. So next state is equal to 1. Next state is 1. Now since we are giving clock to simultaneously to this flip-flop also, here the initial state was initially the QA was 0 and that is tied to JB and KB. When JB is 0, KB is 0, it remains in the last state. Output of B remains in the last state. So what is the last state? The last state was 0. So output remains in the last state. That is you see here, QB output remains in the last state. Now during the second negative edge triggered clock, the output of the first will toggle. So initially it was 1, then it will toggle to 0. But output of the second is, you see here, output of the second is, let me erase this one, the output of the second, so here initially it was 1, that means both are 1, J is 1 and K is 1, so it will toggle to now 0, so you can see here, output of the second one is, I'm sorry, let me, so J is 1, K is 1, initially it was 0, now it will toggle to 1, so you see here, so output of the second will toggle to 1 and remain 1 till the next edge comes, but output of the first will once again raise to 1. Will toggle to 1 and output of the first one becomes 1. Output of the first becomes 1. Now here in the third clock cycle, actually here during the third clock cycle, what is the input to second flip-flop? The input to the second flip-flop is 0. The input to the second flip-flop is 0. 0 0 means it will remain in the last state. What was the last state? Last state was 1. So it will remain in that state only. So this is the waveform 0 0 0 1 1 0 and 1 1. Here QA is LSB, QB is MSB. QB is taken as MSB, that is QA is LSB, QB is taken as MSB. So student, let me explain once again here. Both flip-flops are connected with the simultaneous clock. That means the output of the flip-flop both flip-flop will change simultaneously. But input of the first flip-flop is connected to high, and input of the second is connected with the output of the first. Now output of the first. So the waveform is initially you can see initially we will take initial value of the output is 0 0. Then since the first is tied to, that is LSB, this first one QA is tied, we have tied all the inputs are input to 1. The output will toggle from 0 to 1. But here QB remains 0 because the last state was 0 and it will remain 0. Then here once again it will toggle from 1 to 0. but here it will toggle to 1 because it receives one input from the this one QA, then it will toggle to 1. Like this the waveform continues. So this is called as a 2-bit synchronous up counter. Now we will see the next one is a 3-bit synchronous up counter. So 3-bit synchronous up counter, as I said, 3-bit means 3 flip-flops are used, and when you use 3 flip-flops, so let me write the truth table here. This is QA, QB and QC. Students, please make a note here. See, QA, QB, QC. QA, the output of the QA will change first. Output of the B will change, like output of the QA will change first. That is, QA is LSB here, QB is MSB, QC is MSB. But when you see this one diagram, it looks in the other way. So please you don't write the truth table something like QA, QB, QC. It is not like that exactly, because we have connected here QA as LSB. So that thing you have to make a note. So now here we are using 3 flip-flops, that's why it is called 3-bit. 3-bit means you know what are the combination for 3-bit. The combination for 3-bit are 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1 and 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0 to 7, that is mod 8 counter. This is called as 0 to 7, so 8 states are there, that's why it is called as a mod 8 counter. Now, all the like flip-flops A, B, C are driven by simultaneously by clock signal, and we are using negative edge triggered clock. Other than that, the input of the first is tied to VCC. Now, input of the second is connected to output of the first, and input of the third is connected to output of the first and second with AND gate. So you see why it is we have used here AND gate. You can see the difference here. You can see the one changes here. When QB is 1 and QA is 1, when both are 1, when you give the clock pulse, the next state of QC will change. Till there QC remains 0. When both becomes 1, in the next state QC becomes 1. That's why when both are 1, in the next state QC becomes 1. That's why we have connected QA and QB as with AND gate, and output of the AND gate is connected as an input to the third one. Now we'll move to the this one waveform. So clock signal, this is the clock signal. So we are using negative edge triggered of the clock. So output of the first will change during the, even though it is synchronous or asynchronous, waveform remains same. So during the negative edge, output of the first will change. Now output of the first will act like a clock to the second. So output of the second will change during the negative edge of QA, during the negative edge of QA. Now output of the third will change during the negative edge of, which is the negative edge here. This is the negative edge, and one more negative edge will come here, So during the negative edge of the QB. So let me repeat. Output of QA will change during the negative edge of the clock. So during the negative edge of the clock. So during the negative edge of the clock, output of the QA will change. Like initially it was 0, it becomes 1, then it becomes 0, then it becomes 1, then it becomes 0, then it becomes 1, 0, 1. Because it is like here we have connected this to high. So output will toggle. Then output of the for this one QB, output QB changes during the negative edge of QA. So which is the negative edge of the QA? This. So output changes during the negative edge of the QA. Similarly, QC changes during the negative edge of the QB. QC changes during the negative edge of the QB. So if you see overall, this one inputs this is 0, 0, 0. Then this is 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, and this one 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, and 1, 1, 1, and after that it becomes 0, 0, 0. That means it is a mod 8 counter. It counts from 0 to 7. 0 to 7. It will not stop in between. That is a different design. Suppose you want to design mod 5, mod 6, that is different. This is the mod 8. We are using 3 flip-flops and it is a simple way of designing mod 8 counter. So now we will move to next one. So which is the next one here? Next one is so this is a 4-bit binary counter. 4-bit in the sense that we are going to use 4 flip-flops here. And please students, please make a note, 4 flip-flops means 4-bit, and it is, when you use 4-bit, then it is something like 2 raised to power 4. 2 raised to 4 is 2 raised to power 4 is 16. That means you will have 15 state. You will get 15 state. It starts from 0 0 0 and end at 1 1 1 1. That this counter 1 1 1 1. So let me write here 0 0 0 0 0 1 0 0 1 0 0 0 1 1. Let me write, because we need this truth table to explain this one. Let me write here 0 0 1 1. Students, you see here, this is the truth table. So as I said, LSB is QA, this is QA, this is QB, this is QC, and this is QD. So we are using 4 flip-flops, means 4-bit, means it is 16 state. It will count from 0 to 15, and it is called as a mod 16 counter. So it is called as a mod 16 counter. It counts from 0 to 15. Now we will see the design part. So all the 4 flip-flops here, students, all the 4 flip-flops are connected to simultaneously to a single clock. Input of the first one is connected to high, and the output of the first one is connected as input to the second one. But input of the second, as I explained earlier, input of this for the input of the second comes from AND gate, for which the input is QB and QA. Similarly, input for the fourth one comes from input for the fourth comes from AND gate, and for that AND gate, it is a 3-input AND gate. This is the 2-input AND gate. This is a 3-input AND gate. For this input is one is from QC, one is from QB, one is from QA. So let me repeat the first one. For the first one, A flip-flop A, we have tied the input to high. Flip-flop B, we have tied the input, flip-flop B, we have tied the input to the output of first one, A. For flip-flop C, the input comes from the AND gate, and input to the AND gate, two input AND gate, and input to the AND gate is output of B, that is QB, and output of A, QA. And for the D, input comes from a 3-input AND gate, and input to the AND gate is output of QC, output of QB, and output of QA. Now you may ask why it is so. It is because you see, student, here, you see here this one. So you can see here, when QB is 1, QA is 1, QC changes. QC changes. See, when QB and QA both are 1, during the next clock cycle, QC changes. So QC changes when both are 1. So what we are doing? We are giving input by taking QB and QA through AND gate. Similarly, you see here, when QA is 1, QB is 1, and QC 1, during the next clock cycle, QD changes. QD changes. So that QD changes when both 3 inputs are 1. So what we are doing here, we are taking one AND gate and we are connecting all the 3 inputs to the AND gate, and output of the AND gate is given to this one. And waveform, whether it is a synchronous, both same. Here you can see here. Let me explain once again the waveform here. So the waveform is something like for QA, output of the QA, output of the A or QA changes during the negative clock cycle, and we know what is negative clock cycle here. And this becomes the clock signal to B. So B will change during the negative cycle of A, C will change during the negative cycle of B, and D will change during the negative cycle of C. If you see, if you write here all according to signal this one, high or low, you will get 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1. So finally it ends at 1, 1, 1, 1. That means after that 0, 0, 0, 0. It counts from 0, 0, 0 to 1, 1, 1. Total 16 state from 0 to this one. So this is called as 4-bit synchronous counter. The other name for this one is, it is also called as a parallel counter, because synchronous counters are also called as parallel, because all the flip-flops will start to work simultaneously compared to the asynchronous, where first will work, after that second will work, after that third will work. But here it is not like that. All the flip-flops will start to work simultaneously. That's why it is called as a parallel counter. So in the next session we will see up-down counter. Thank you.